Spring is nearly here in the cottage garden, and oh my goodness, so much is currently in flower. So I thought it'd be a fun idea to make a video going over everything that is currently in flower within the garden. And you might be surprised just how much at this time of the year, late February heading into March in the Northern Hemisphere, there can be in flower. I'm so excited to give you folks a look at everything that's going on. Let's jump straight into this, but first, if you haven't already, do consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 4,000 subscribers. I'd love to have you to be a part of the channel, so definitely consider if you love gardening content. We can't start things off without talking about the beautiful daffodils, and there is a large variety of these currently in flower right now. Some are still waiting to come up. These tend to be the ones that I planted last autumn, but as you can see, they're very close. We have a lot of different varieties as well. So to give you an example, here we have some very small ones. And I do really like the small ones. I think they're incredibly cute. It's kind of hard to see them where I planted them. I don't think I realized they were so small. So that maybe was a little bit of a mistake, but at this time of the year, you know, when these flower beds are waiting for the perennials to come back up, it's absolutely fantastic to have so many daffodils. We do also have these other variants which more remind me of the ones that I had growing up as a child. These ones with the sort of orange beaks, shall we call them. These are the ones that I always think of when I think of like Easter and things like that. They're so lovely, you know, absolutely fantastic, a must have in the garden. Yeah, they really just fill the place with so much color and life at this time of the year. That's why when people sort of say, you know, yellow plants aren't nice, I always think, but daffodils, how could you not have daffodils in the garden? Each their own, but for me, it's a must have. Now, in terms of perennials, look at this. The Brunera Jack Frost is actually starting to flower, which is crazy. Very early spring perennial. Lasts all the way until the end of spring. Has these beautiful blue flowers, kind of looks like a forget-me-not. So I often get comments on the videos with people saying, oh, isn't that a forget-me-not? Not quite, very similar though. Yeah, it's tiny at the moment. I mean, here's my hand next to it, but it'll get a lot bigger than that. It's not a big perennial by any means, but it'll definitely get bigger than that. Here's another example of one that was just by those orange-beaked daffodils. You can kind of see the leaves, why they call it Jack Frost. But yeah, those leaves will grow a lot from now until the next few weeks and get bigger and bigger. Absolutely fantastic perennial. I just love the colors on it so much. By the way, if you can hear birds in the background, it's my aviary. My birds are so happy that it's actually nice and sunny today. So yeah, you'll hear them singing a lot, but I don't think anyone will mind. Now, I don't have a ton of these in the garden, but we do have these aconites. These were actually planted by accident. I think they came as sort of like a part of, it must have been like a forest collection of bulbs. So I planted it under this tree and yeah, we got them. No complaints, I do like them. It looks a little bit odd though, because there's only like this one and then maybe another one here. So yeah, it's not like they're super prolific in the garden, but I wanted to show them off because yeah, they do flower at this time of the year and they look absolutely fantastic. Again, yellow. There must be something about this time of the year in yellow plants. I don't exactly know what that is, but it does definitely seem to be a thing. Now, actually a lot of stuff that's flowering is over in my shady border, but first we have to take a look at the lawn because look at all of the crocuses. Yes, they're looking absolutely stunning at this time of the year. I adore them so much. I think crocuses are fantastic. And we have some very special ones, not just these traditional ones that you kind of, you know. We have these orange ones, which are apparently a fairly new variety. And yeah, they're incredible. They're so pretty. Something really different for this time of the year. You just love to see it. I've naturalized all of these, as you can see, within my lawn, because I just think that looks incredible. The insects love it as well. They've really been, you know, going crazy for it. I will admit, because of all the rain, we've had a few problems. So one, as you can see, there's a few snowdrops, but I planted hundreds of these and maybe only like 5 came up. And I do think that might be because of the rain. 2, a lot of the crocuses seem to have flopped over. Again, I think the rain kind of just messed with them a bit, which was disappointing. But yeah, overall, I'm very disappointed in the snowdrops this year. It's not been a good year for me and snowdrops. I don't know, it's definitely a disappointment, but what are you going to do? It does happen sometimes in the garden. At least these crocuses are kind of coming up a lot. We've got some different colors, and of course those orange ones, so I'm happy about that. Now, I mentioned the shady border, and a lot of things are in flower. We do have these, which I think it's a bigger type of snowdrop. I know they're generally called leucojum, but I'm not sure about the exact name. I don't really know. It's a tough one. I can't remember. So if you know in the comment section, let me know. But they're like the bigger snowdrops. They're a lot taller than the little one. We also have these beautiful hellebores in flower. I just think they look so great. You know, definitely an absolute favorite of mine. I don't have many of these though, I will admit. I wish I'd gotten more, so I think next year I'm gonna have to get more of these. They seem to be doing really well in the shady border. I mean, they've not got really any sun at all. So yeah, definitely gonna have to try and get more of those because they are so nice. Also, some of the pulmonarias are flowering, very small at the moment, but you can see this white one here, which is very cute. It does kind of remind me of the bruneras a bit. We've got another one here, which is trying to flower currently. And then the most impressive one, probably at the moment anyways, is this one, the purple one. Looks really great. Pulmonary is one of those very early spring ones. Last year I did have some, but it didn't really, I don't know, it didn't really transpire very well for me. So I'm happy that this year they're doing a little bit better. You can also see another one of the bruneras over here, which just does look really great. So very happy about that. I also can't not mention that my bush here, my hedge, is blossoming, which is fantastic. I don't know the exact name of this type of one. I think it might be a beech hedge, but yeah, it blossoms really early, and after this you start to see the leaves come back. Yeah, it does make me so happy to see this back in full swing. It really does feel like spring is here when you start to see the blossoms. And hopefully we'll start to see even more of that as well, as I do have blossom trees and such. There's a lot to look forward to. So yeah, this truly is a fantastic time of the year in the garden. There's just so much going on and so much to look forward to. You know, when you get a little bit of sun, I really feel like everything just starts to come out at once. And I'm really hoping a lot of the rain we've had will dissipate and we can start to get into the territory where plants can really thrive. Last year we had a very dry spring, but it was very hot, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I actually prefer that to a sort of really wet spring. I think the plants in my garden tend to do better when it's drier, but there's a little bit of rain, because at least when it's dry I can, you know, help by watering things, whereas when it's raining constantly, there's nothing I can do to stop them from, you know, drowning. So yeah, it's been a mixed bag so far, but there's a great amount of things flowering and it's gotten me so excited for spring. Let me know what's in flower in your garden currently down in the comment section. Your comments really help to sort of push and boost these videos more, as does leaving a like and of course subscribing so you can stay up to date with the latest videos. So I'd really appreciate to have you here as a part of our little gardening community, and I'll catch you soon for more gardening videos.